What's up? It's your boy Kevin to turn on this motherfucking YouTube shit. Wow, what the fuck?
What's up? It's your boy Kevin to turn on YouTube shit. Hey man, we are lit, eh? Turn. Motherfucker, your hood outside. Big crip and gang, your hood outside shit, man. Free Palestine, free Congo, Russia do your thing, and Texas stand the fuck up. Each day is a day to be a better version of yourself. Never let somebody bring you down. I'll stand back. Never let somebody tell you are. Bossing up, put yourself in a position you don't belong. Stay humble. Stay on the revolution, on the movement. Keep Yahweh first. Come to as a black Hebrew Israelite, as a real Jew. We out here. Alright. See? The motherfucker thing. Your hood outside. Big crip in it. Gang, your hood outside shit, man. So, Thugg, man. YSL, gang. You know, Thugg has been kind of vocal in the social media kind of lately. You feel me, crip? And we know that he's on probation. What I'm trying to figure out is it 15 years or 30 years of probation? Now, this is real tough for Thugg because the probation is strict as fuck. It's over 2 charges. It's over a racketeering charge and over a gun charge. You know what I'm saying? And them like probably the 2 main biggest, you know what I'm saying, ones in the case. So they both got 15 years probation on it. So it's like anything that Young Thug says can you use like to fuck him over. And they were trying to revoke his probation. Thank God they did it. But we finna see what they got and what happened. And man, these bitches, man, let's get into it. Shout out to Paralegal Institute of Washington, D.C. You know, Young Thug, man, been talking. Y'all know he got, like, this strict rules to where, like, he can't really be into the info and say shit, or they can revoke his, his thing to keep him out of jail. We finna see what the fuck going on, because they try to do it, man.
And we are back, y'all. Thank you for watching today. Go ahead and hit that like button, people.
That's wild, man. You spend all that money on. Get all that money on, can't do shit. Say nothing.
Y'all, looks like we're back on the Young Thug trial. I thought that we were done with this trial. We watched all the way through Thug. We watched all the way through the co-defendants getting all of their verdicts and their plea deals.
Yep.
And now, looks like the state is trying to put Thug back in prison.
They trying to put him back in the post, man. A lot has happened in Atlanta
over the past several days. As you all probably have heard, an artist by the name of Scooter died tragically after a false police report was called in the house in which he was staying or in which he was at that time. He died tragically under mysterious circumstances. And in addition to that, a particular Detective Viverito. Now, if you're one of our Young Thug people, you know Detective Viverito. She continues to testify in these other trials for that matter. She has seemingly implicated Lil Baby in a gang putting money on people's head. People are saying a Rico is coming for his 4PF, his record label / whatever. We're going to see how that unfolds. I haven't touched that, y'all, because as of right now, it's kind of in the rumor stage. And, you know, I've been doing a lot more political content, but I'm thinking about covering that on the other channel. So check out the other channel, link in the description. But now, Thugger Daily, our go-to source, our main man, or duo, if you will, he posted just minutes ago, state files a motion to revoke Young Thug's probation. So Thugger Daily, it's been a long time.
They tried to end that nigga.
Update. Let's take a look and see what this is all about. We're just going to hop right to the background. On October 31st, 2024, defendant Jeffrey Williams took a probationary plea deal. Now, at the end of this video, I am going to play the audio of everything that the judge said during his plea.
But they just made it super hard for a nigga to even get by.
So what happened now? Investigator Marissa Viverito is currently testifying in a multi-defendant gang murder preliminary hearing, which remains ongoing and is set to reconvene Monday, April 7, 2025. During this hearing, the court explicitly ordered the witness not be shown on television while testifying. Despite this order, a known blogger violated the court's directive by posting on social media, quote, "She doesn't want to be shown on screen, ? Well, here she is, along with a photograph of Investigator Viverito." Now, there are a lot of photographs that have been going around of Viverito for some time. On Tuesday, April 1st, 2025, Jeffrey Williams, a.k.a. Young Thugg, amplified this act by reposting the image with the caption, quote, "Marissa Viverito is the biggest liar in the DA's
Where she
office."
is, just getting piped out by every BBC she can find.
Went viral, amassing over 2 million
getting
views,
down,
with thousands of comments and retweets.
BBL Bandit,
which included direct threats to Investigator Viverito and her family. So there are a bunch of threats here. And now it says this is a pattern of intimidation and court undermining. This is not an isolated incident. It is part of a calculated campaign of intimidation, harassment, and misinformation designed to undermine the legal process. Social media has been used as a tool to manipulate public perception, spread misinformation, and instill fear. These efforts have also included attempts to exploit the court's perceived stance of disdain toward the state by referring to Your Honor as YSL Whitaker. This ongoing manipulation, doesn't that seem like manipulation? Seems like the prosecutor's trying to manipulate Whitaker, like, hey, do something. They call you YSL Whitaker. You have to prove that you aren't. Anyway, and I continue. This ongoing manipulation of public perception through social media is intended to obstruct justice, silence witnesses, and threaten those who enforce the law. So now here we have the exhibit. Oh, so here we have infamous Sylvia. Hey, Sylvia, if you're seeing this.
They say if it's too good.
She most definitely listen. On her thick ass.
These are stock photos. Not stock photos, but these are photos of Viverito that you can find online. This is not from the court, so not really sure what the basis of this would be, considering Viverito's photos are online for people to find. These photos do not come from her testifying in court. These photos, we were passing these around last year, okay? So not really sure what this is all about, okay? And so here are some of the exhibits, y'all. So y'all, let me know what y'all think about this. You think that the court is really going to revoke Thugg's probation based on this? That seems like it would be mighty petty. I don't think so. I really don't. But let's see. Let me know what you think in the comments. But before you do, y'all, help this post go viral. Help this go viral. Hit the share button. Share it out over all your social mediums. Text message, email, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, all of the mediums. Also, if you haven't,
I appreciate that you do realize how much of an impact you have on people. I mean, it's past.
So this when he went to court and they were trying to tell him,
especially young people,
what he gotta do to stay out.
Having come up from where you came up.
That's what I try to tell y'all niggas, man. They try to get the black people to try to convict you.
In and around.
And then they try to put the white lady in like they trying to save you.
Get
the fuck out of here. We see right through y'all goofy ass.
Are
12.
damaging to our community. And it may be that a whole lot of rap music and the rap industry is, I mean, honestly, it sounds like a modern day version of kind of WWE wrestling that used to be on television, where people would just get up and posture and act like they hated each other. And it may be that that's a lot of what is going on in the music industry with rap. But whether it is fake or not, it has tremendous impact on kids and young people who think, this is cool, this is what I want to do, look at him, he's a millionaire, I can do that by being, a gangster in the streets. And that's not true. What you're likely to have happen to you if you're a gangster in the streets is you get shot, you get killed, or you get thrown in prison. And those are, by far the most likely outcomes. And,
sorry, the system don't give us fucking more.
Trial, and you've seen the pictures of Mr. Ryan posing with a gun as big as he is at 15 years old and going out and shooting and killing another teenager. And that's what gangs do, and that's unfortunately a lot of what
unfortunately the army does this, the government does this, they kill kids 24/7. They're killing people 24/7, innocent, elderly,
he might
for oil and fucking random shit, for property.
I know you're talented, and
y'all kill a whole bunch of people, but then push the gang members on the front line to be fucked up. When y'all more fucked up than anybody.
To use your influence to let kids know that is
not
the way to go.
Shit.
And that there are ways out of poverty besides hooking up with the powerful guy at the end of the street selling drugs. And, I know that happens for protection sometimes, but a much better way would be getting an education and hanging around with people who set a good example. And you be one of those people that sets a good example. All right, so that's my high horse on that. I could also go on. But I want you to try to be more of the solution and less of the problem. All right? All right, so it is not...
Man, it feels less of a solution.
Lost on the court.
Less of a problem, more of a solution. Bitch, you'll be out of a job. The fuck, nigga? Because you gonna lock every nigga up that does anything. To be honest. If Young Thug, if it was anybody else, y'all would lock that nigga up. Young Thug gonna cause a riot.
Entirely dismiss one of the gang counts.
Y'all locking up niggas getting paid for it. Y'all don't give a fuck about what the solution is.
Was willing to give a sentence that permitted...
What they talking about?
Mr. Williams to walk out of the door today, and therefore does not seem to be particularly worried that Mr. Williams, if on the streets, would be a danger to society. I'm taking that into consideration in crafting my sentence. And in permitting a no-low plea to the RICO count and one of the two gang counts, I would not be permitting the no-low to the one if you were not pleading guilty to at least one of them. But you are, and y'all admit a factual basis for the counts that you are pleading guilty to. I find there to be a factual basis for those counts, and for the remaining counts with which you are charged, I am going to impose a sentence, and I've taken a little bit of the suggested special conditions from the defense and a little bit of the special conditions suggested by the prosecution. On count one, the court sentence is 20 years to serve 5 years, commuted to time served, the balance of 15 years to be probated, and a $25,000 fine. On count two, the sentence is 5 years to serve, commuted to time served. That's the minimum sentence that's permitted on that count. It is required to be run consecutively.
So how long you got probation?
Consecutive to count one, but I am going to backload. Oh, I'm sorry. That is not commuted. That is 5 years to serve, and it's going to be run consecutively to count one, backloaded, by which I mean after you serve your 15 years of probation, if you have been successful on that probation, and I sincerely hope that you are.
Look at that goofy ass white dude in the back.
At the end of that 15
like he about like a ghost or zombie.
I will commute entire
what the fuck
rest
he got going in the back? That
of
nigga like he ready to go
service
sleep.
portion of your sentence to time served.
Motherfucker
So,
look like
I'll get to the end of it and give you
that
the
the
total
owner of
sentence,
motherfucking
but,
New England Patriots.
I'm also
Goofy
going to
ass.
impose a $15,000 fine with regard to that count. Count 57, 20 years to serve 5, commuted to time served. The balance of 15 years probated, concurrent.
Damn, 15 years, right?
Count 58, 10 years to serve 5, commuted to time served. Balance probated, concurrent with count 1. 59, 5 years to serve, commuted to time served, concurrent with count 1. 60, 5 years to serve, commuted to time served, concurrent with count 1. Count 61, 5 years to serve, that is required to be also a consecutive sentence, so that's going to be run consecutively to count 56 and backloaded. Count 62, 10 years to serve, also required to be served consecutively, that's going to be consecutive to count 61, also backloaded. So essentially, the total sentence is 40 years to serve the first 5 years in prison, but commuted to the time that you have already served, followed by 15 years on probation.
What? 40 years and 15 years of probation?
By the backloaded 20 years, which can be served in custody and will be served in custody if you are not successful on your probation. If you are successful in completing your 15 years probation, that will be
the police
commuted
is,
to time
that
served.
nigga like he gonna be cooked. That nigga fucked up. Oh, that nigga. Damn.
You are to remain on reporting status for the first half of your probation, active reporting for the first 7.5 years of your probation.
I'm an OG.
Is, pursuant to OCGA 17-10-1, subsection 2A. And Mr. Steele and Mr. Adams, in order to keep him on reporting status, there needs to be cause shown.
I'm an OG.
Cause is shown here.
That nigga really got through that bit.
I appreciate that. Special conditions of your probation.
What the cause? What do you mean? Can I have a second, Your Honor?
Sure.
Confidence is.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. You had enough time to talk with your attorneys?
Yes.
Okay. All right, special conditions of your probation. After 48 hours from your release, you are to stay away from the metro Atlanta area, and that's defined by the U.S. Census Bureau. It may change, but you can look that up anytime to figure out what that is. For the first 10 years of your probation, subject to the following exceptions. You are permitted to be in the metro Atlanta area to attend any wedding, funeral, or graduation from high school, college, or graduate school of any of your immediate family members. And immediate family members is defined the same way that you all were contemplating it when you were negotiating. You can get here up to 24 hours prior to any such event, and you need to leave within 48 hours after any such event. In addition, during each year of your probation, I'm going to require that you come to the metro Atlanta area and make a live anti-gang and anti-gun violence presentation 4 times a year, each year of your probation.
4 times a year,
At a grade
bitch.
school, a middle school, a boys or girls club, anything like that, that type of group. And if you want to, that presentation can include a benefit concert, and these presentations may count towards your required community service hours, which I'm going to impose. That during each year of your probation, you perform 100
I know when Young Thug got free, like, what the fuck did I just sign up for, nigga? This shit is
and this is
insane.
required by the fact that there's a gang conviction. You shall not knowingly have contact of any kind or character with any other member or associate of any criminal street gang. Exception to that, if your brother is a member of any street gang, I hope you talk him into getting out of it. Contavious Greer, and then also
get stupid.
as long as you are contractually obligated to him. That is going to include anybody who is named in this indictment. except as absolutely necessary to conduct the lawful business of your musical career, and to any extent that the state is not agreeing to the exception for Mr. Kitchens, in the event that that part is not enforceable because it is.
Hey, did y'all hear that? What about that nigga Steele, that white dude?
Provide that
he on the Diddy file.
The rest of this.
Diddy might get out.
Case sites in the Senate sheet for that.
Hope
you are in
Diddy
no
get out, but Thugg don't get back in.
Criminal street gang or any criminal street gang activity, including on any social media platform. You are not to utilize hand signs, terminology, or language that promotes any criminal street gang. You are not to participate in any criminal street gang activity. You are not to knowingly engage in any contact with any of the victims that are listed in this indictment or with any of their family members.
I'm hearing heartbreak.
And you may not have in your possession or within arm's reach any kind of a firearm because you're going to be a convicted felon. And that is, except I know that you have security and you need security. You can be within arm's reach of a firearm that is in the possession of either licensed law enforcement or licensed security personnel that are in your security detail or anybody that you're performing with. You are to submit to random drug screens and not use any drugs unless they are prescribed for you by a licensed physician. You are to execute a Fourth Amendment waiver that will permit the search of your person, residence, vehicles, and electronics.
I wonder who came up with these fucking rules, because it could be her dumb ass, because she just got into the case after all them other judges quit. We was on them judges' ass, nigga, like white on motherfucking rice, bitch. Your goofy ass pump played these niggas for fools, nigga. Nah, y'all always fools.
This trial, at least since I've been involved, to plead guilty. Our Uniform Superior Court rules instruct and provide that it is absolutely proper for a judge to grant leniency in sentencing when, quote, the interests of the public and the effective administration of criminal justice are served, unquote. And I think that this plea is in the interest of the public and in the interest of effective administration of justice. Have been trying to ensure that, to the extent I can, this trial also abides by that. It's been challenging at certain times. I find your plea to be freely, knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily entered with an understanding of the consequences, and I accept it as such. I also need to inform you that your attorneys were going to represent you through either the last day of this term of court or 30 days from now, whichever is later, and any of the filings that were mentioned that need to be filed within that time, they would file on your behalf unless they are permitted to withdraw from representing you before that time. I am not going to impose the conditions suggested by your counsel about the benefit concerts and the donations to the sheriff's office, but I certainly strongly encourage you to do those things and to do and continue to do things that benefit your community. And
I wonder how much she got paid to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because she got up at the end. You know what I'm saying?
Unless there is anything from counsel other than
I think she got paid a bag at least.
I have one matter, Your Honor.
Okay, and does the state as well?
Your Honor,
these are fucking ding-dong bats. The niggas was going against Thugg. Them niggas were so fucking confused, didn't know what the fuck they was doing. They were so lost and just dumbfounded, bitch.
Can you also consider, God forbid, there's a serious medical condition of a person?
In his immediate family, certainly we can add that. And I also meant to mention, because I know you do travel all over in order to pursue your career, that it's permissible for your probation to be transferred to out of state, and that has to be done through probation, but that is fine with the court. And you may also keep your, nobody's mentioned it, but keep your passport and travel out of state and internationally to the extent that you need to do that for business purposes as well. All right, Mr. Body.
Thank you. The district attorney just wanted me to urge the court due to the fact that the Thomases have been negatively affected incredibly dramatically by what has been discussed by both parties here today, to make a brief statement as she believes that they fall within the exception or within the bounds of Marcy's law in Fort Loud. I understand the court made a ruling earlier as it relates to that, but she wanted to.
All right, thank you. And I appreciate, well, I cannot even begin to understand what they must, anybody must be going through when they lose a family member to violence or criminal violence. Mr. Williams himself has expressed his own sorrow to the family.
But I try one more last push and try to fuck Thugg up. But they some salty ass haters. RP to people.
Impact statement.
They some salty ass haters.
At the close of the trial,
they try to do one more push to try to fuck Thugg up.
Murder count with regard to their family member. All right, thank you. Okay, court is adjourned. Good luck to you. And I'm going to have there better be no violations. But if there are any, you're coming back to see me. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hey,
your dumb ass up, bitch. Your goofy ass. Bit like Skeletor, goofy ass. Alright, gang. Let's get a better understanding from the case that almost got his case revoked, bruh. This is E-Band Films. Shout out to you. That would have sucked.
Yeah.
Like, no cap.
I don't like it. I don't like it, man. I don't like it. Pull up. Yeah, man, we need to talk about this.
That's fucked up.
This is crazy. I don't even know exactly what this says. That's crazy, though. Probation.
To revoke.
That's crazy. It's for Motunk, y'all. I don't like it.
That's what we be trying to say, man.
Motion and petition to revoke probation.
They trying to fuck niggas
State
over.
of Georgia, by and through Fannie T. Willis, District of Attorney for Atlanta Judicial Circuit of Georgia. And yeah, you already know. Moves this honorable court to revoke the defendant's probation in the above styled matter in accordance with OCGA and the other authority. In support of this motion, the state presents the following to the court. Plea of guilty by the defendant on December 28, 2022. On December 28, 2022, the defendant pleaded guilty to conspiracy to violate the Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Chief Judge Earl Glanville subsequently sentenced him to 30 years of probation. The general and special conditions of probation were detailed in the final disposition sentencing sheet filed on that date. Special condition that he fully adhere to all terms of the negotiated agreement. Any failure to comply with these terms will be considered a violation of the agreement. Of pertinence to this motion are the following special conditions.
Yeah, special condition, my ass. Special.
Defendant shall abide in full by each and all of the terms of this negotiated agreement. Defendant's failure to abide by any term of this agreement shall constitute a violation of the agreement. B. Defendant shall testify truthfully about all matters relating to this case, upon which he is questioned at any trial or judicial proceeding stemming from the facts alleged in this indictment. C. In accordance With testifying truthfully about all matters relating to this case, defendant acknowledges that each and all of the statements contained within the defendant's factual acknowledgments section of this agreement are true. D. Defendant shall testify truthfully about each statement contained within defendant's factual acknowledgments in any matter related to this case, when asked to do so in any proceeding related to the facts alleged in this indictment. Defendant violated special conditions of his probation. The defendant has violated all the special conditions of his sentence outlined above. Wow.
Damn.
They said all of them.
Damn.
On September 4th, 2024, he was called to testify in the trial of this case, with his testimony continuing through September 6, 2024, during which he underwent both direct and cross-examination. During his testimony, the defendant directly contradicted the special conditions of his plea agreement by disavowing the factual acknowledgments he had sworn were accurate and true during the plea hearing on December 28, 2022. At that time, he had the opportunity to correct or clarify any statements in the factual acknowledgement before affirming their truth under oath. He also confirmed that he fully understood the agreement and had discussed it in detail with his chosen attorney, Derek Wright. Most importantly, the defendant acknowledged that he understood that any violation of the special conditions of this plea agreement could lead to the revocation of his probation, with the district attorney recommending the maximum sentence allowed by law in the Georgia Department of Corrections.
40 years?
Man, he confirmed both in writing and verbally that he entered into the plea agreement freely, knowingly and voluntarily, without any force, threat, or coercion. It is evident that the defendant knowingly and willfully violated the special conditions of his negotiated plea agreement with the intent to disrupt the trial of this case. What?
Man, you ain't trying to disrupt none of y'all shit.
Request that this petition to revoke probation be scheduled for an evidentiary hearing, and that the defendant be ordered to appear before this court to explain why his probated sentence should not be revoked in its entirety. Respectfully submitted this 9th day of October, 2024. Bro, who's Adam Abate, man? Like, who is this dude?
Thugg's debated the need for
Bro, I don't like that, bro.
That shit crazy, man.
Tap the like button, bro. Help me get to 100. Bro, I do not like that. I do not like this, bro. I am not happy about this.
Yeah, that's some fucked up ass shit. They trying to get that nigga the max penalty, bitch. 40 years, bitch. And a mule. That shit tough.
Yo, they did him dirty, bro.
20 years of probation is insane, nigga. This nigga gonna be like 60 by the time he got for probation, bitch. You know how hard it is to stay on probation?
Yo, alright, yo, what y'all think?
And you got money on? And you a rapper at Thugg? Like, nigga. It's just, it's almost impossible.
It's a lot of paperwork, right?
Unless you turn to a Disney Channel Mickey Mouse arm, you know what I'm saying? That's the only way. You gonna be some gangster stuff, really?
Bro.
They clipping that.
They charging that boy with a RICO. How he... Man, listen, man.
Charging with a RICO?
This RICO not even official. So how they try to say...
They trying to charge him with a RICO?
Yeah, this dirty, y'all. Wow. This is dirty. They gave him 15 years for RICO and he ain't even... Man, listen, bro. You say you're not happy about it as long as it ain't you.
Yeah.
Nah. Tap the like button. Salute to everybody in here. Run up the likes for me, y'all. I don't know if the audio messing up for you. Refresh it. I don't know. He going to jail. He should have just not took the stand. I don't think that was an option. They jammed these boys up, bro. This ain't even right. No matter what. All right, this is 2 charges. He pled guilty to. Look at the 2 charges.
Count 1, conspiracy to violate racketeering, and corruption.
Did we just learn that they need to change the system with plea deals?
Involving a possession. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Use of thing.
Yeah, all of them was garbage, Don Cato. Every one of them. I was thinking, yo, that's some type of play. I knew something wasn't right with 30 years probation. I'm talking about when they first said it, y'all, I said, hold on. First they gave somebody 15. I asked the chat, I said, yo,
30 years probation is
15 years probation. Somebody said, yo, I heard of it. Whoa. I said, all right, say less. When I seen the double 15s, I said, hold on, is that 30? I was tripping, like, whoa. I said, I asked. Somebody came in and said, I seen life probation. Yes.
Life probation is wild than a bitch.
Bro, this is crazy, though, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, bro.
Life probation is wild than a bitch.
Man, listen, right? Man, if I was him, I'd have a new phone and I'd already be in Tijuana already.
What?
Yeah. I'm already got the Casamigos.
Bitch, I'm on Mount Everest kicking it up with the motherfucking Billy Goats and shit.
Couldn't hear nothing. Rewind.
With the polar bears and shit.
The audio couldn't have been permanently messed up on the whole stream when I was reading. That had to have been the connection or something. Ain't no way.
Now I would have went to the Grand Canyon.
While I was reading.
I would have went to the Grand Canyon. Now I would have looked for that portal they was talking about that could get you to Africa, bitch. I would have been looking for all types of shit, weird ass shit.
You gotta rewind, bro.
They can't find me in Jumanji, bitch.
Yeah, rewind, see if it's still messed up.
You know how you get caught in one of them fucking gangs, can't find me in that bitch. Nigga, I'll be in that bitch for 30, 40 years, bitch.
Yo, this is crazy though, bro. I don't like it at all. Nah, he ain't have immunity. I mean, I came in reading off top, bro. I just read the paperwork. I'm let down, bro. Tap the like button for me. Help me get to 100 for 20 minutes, man. Come on, man. I pulled up this special edition. Yeah, y'all. They played with Holmes. And now we see somebody actually get the short end of the stick. Hopefully it don't go through. Hopefully something save y'all. But technically, look, everybody we was wondering like, yo, what happened? If dudes do get up there and lie, he actually had backup time. Everybody else was some type of rat they was letting go for some type of other reason.
Damn,
you see what's going on? Something ain't right.
A 15-year, 20-year probation is wild. Shout out to Eban Films, if I didn't say his name. Eban Films.
Yo, God forbid, bro, the judge really give him 30, bro. Hopefully, bro, Holmes make out, bro.
Give him that 30 ball is insane.
I don't see that type of stuff where I know I've been in, well, no, let me take that back. I know the courts play with you. So when people get a lot of time, I always look at it like, man, that could be me. Real rap, bro. So if I don't know how people feel, if you really remove from the streets, then I get why you like, damn, that's crazy. Or you might think that that's the way it's supposed to work. I feel like, man, I could have did that to me. And I don't feel like Holmes, like, YouTube Premium is like there's no RICO, first off, and he getting 15 years for a RICO. And we all sitting here looking at it like this ain't even no gang. They leader, not official.
It's fishy business. They can lie and make up whatever they want to. Crip. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to go on the right, on the law that they got set. We gotta go with the law. They can do whatever the fuck they want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, y'all, we do need to talk to his lawyer, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, we need to talk to him whether it's in person. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. See, like, I ain't gonna, like, man, see, look, I ain't taking these. See, this is why I ain't a leader of a gang. Because I ain't taking these types of losses. Nah, my man, you get, like, my man get lined up in court? Oh, no. Nah, we ain't doing this. Now, we all felt some type of way about Holmes in there. Y'all think that lawyer could have did a better job? It's easy to say in hindsight. So, you have an explanation if you feel me? They try to make an example for the rest of the future witnesses. So they really set him up. Dudes called it, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Somebody in my email highlighted the exact points that they gonna try to get Joe locked up about. And technically, that's exactly what they did. I'm talking about, as soon as he pleaded guilty, somebody sent me the plea agreement with highlighted elements saying, yo, these parts, he gonna be in trouble about this part. I promise y'all. So, even though I thought he could finesse, it was people thinking that he couldn't.
You gotta think about it.
I'm wishing for the best, bro. Real rap. I don't want to see Holmes go to the clink, bro.
Not enough for those 40 years, bitch.
This is bull right here, bro, because I don't really feel like this is no official gang. I'm dead serious when I say that. Like, I ain't just saying it so dudes could come home. I ain't saying they capping, but like, it's not a RICO because I don't believe the structuring is there. That's where I'm at with it. So it's like, how is number one official?
The racketeer, Crip. I don't know, man. You know, when they got all the gang members together and they put them in court.
And that man got kids for real, bro.
They said they were yelling out the gang name and everything, YSL, but I mean,
922G
like
is unconstitutional under law. What's that, bro? Yeah, I don't see how this makes sense, bro. We ready to put this man in the clink for goddamn 30 years. The max amount of probation in Maryland is 5 years? You sure? Parole is long. You probably right. I've never known that. I know I ain't never had no longer. I had 2 years. I think the longest I might have had on probation was 1 year, man.
I ain't never on probation. I ain't trying to go on probation. Because them motherfuckers be checking you like a motherfucking hawk. I had a warrant, not no probation. Nah. I don't want no ankle monitor, no probation. Fuck all that goofy shit.
I didn't know that. No wonder I've never heard of high amounts. Real rap, I haven't never heard of real, like, crazy amounts of probation, y'all. Now, I'm in a place where dudes go to jail all the time. But they really doing, you doing that. You knew they would? I ain't see, according to what was going on, I ain't see that he really, alright, I'm finagling. I'm bluffing. Taking a probation or going to the door. I could rock on probation. Because I can live on probation like I'm locked up. So I'm Gucci.
Probation sucks because you gotta get some money out to the motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm coming home. I'ma just live at home like I'm locked up, though. Real rap.
They both suck.
So I'm getting up out of there.
To be honest.
Yeah. Because I beat and caught a street charge in there. That's what I'm trying. Yeah, that's what you don't want. I'd rather not get a new street charge that's going to hold me longer in jail. Now, if you let me out, I know I can control myself. I'm just going to act like I'm locked up, straight like that. Yeah, Miss Love, a clown. Paige doesn't have to go for this due to she see how the state is, how this whole trial and locking up everybody that doesn't say what they want them to say. So y'all think the court should go against it. these
we
boys
seen what they did at the end. They basically just
because how could them
dropped the
boys
shit
have
down.
took a plea
You know what I'm saying?
when in reality the case looking cheeks and the
That's not
judge is
worth it.
acknowledging it?
I think the court gonna lose a lot of money on it. That's why they didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna lose a lot of money on just to prove one simple fact that Young Thug was trying to put somebody's life in danger over that thick ass BBL bitch, goofy ass. But it's like, you know, it's
They gonna give him the whole 30?
versus bank
Man,
account.
listen, Lee. I don't know how this worked, bro, but it sounded like it when he was dead. I'm gonna keep it real. The whole reason they was trying to question the judge because they was trying to say, yo, you ain't agree to what you agreed to. So you reneging. That's what they accused him of. Now his argument was, but you said I could explain myself and I asked you to change certain stuff. Then we went through the whole debate on whether or not that was official. Y'all remember? The judge took some merit to home saying that he tried to get certain things changed. They did change certain stuff, and there was communications about stuff being changed. And no one denied that he said he was told that he would be allowed to explain himself in court. I don't remember them ever denying that. And he used the argument of I didn't understand, which technically almost every person didn't use. I didn't understand what I was signing. Because then didn't Shorty try to say, but your lawyer was right there. Didn't he explain everything? But come on, bro. How you expect somebody to explain
Niggas just trying to get out of
elements
jail.
of stuff to a person who's, first off, you in a sticky situation. So just to let y'all know, it's hard to take in information about 30 years of your damn life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you ready to get the fuck out.
This ain't no regular
They throwing
decision making.
football
So you
numbers
just
at your
explaining
goofy
the way
ass.
law
Like,
works
nigga
when I'm
tryna go.
making a decision about 30 years. Nah, ho. You expect me to be capable to just be all knowing now? I'm a grown ass person with a with dry cement brain. You understand? We grown, bro. Like, dudes ain't like, hold on. You trying to explain a new concept to me? Now, don't get it twisted. The way law work, you know they not in your favor.
At all. Crip.
You know they not in your
They
favor,
wanna
so
see the
you
worst of you,
assuming
get as
that
much
the way
money
it's
as they
gonna
can
work
get.
is probably not in your favor. That's the way I look at it. So when your lawyer explained to you, man, this is the plea agreement, you're gonna do this, you're gonna have this amount of probation, you go home, kind of generalize the idea versus reading the paperwork and getting a thorough explanation. You understand? So it's like, it's hard to judge this, bro. Tap the like button for me. His lawyer was ineffective. Oh, he got the ineffective assistant counsel argument. Because his lawyer actually admitted that, man, I ain't even gonna lie, I ain't even look at it all. What he said? He admitted to not look. Well, hold on. What he said in court? He said something that was like, what? Man, I don't even want to call Moon Talk and talk about this. I seriously don't, y'all. I seriously don't, bro.
Man, how this shit goes,
Yeah,
man.
if his lawyer messed up, y'all, I think this in his favor, bro. Why
If
they
you
ain't
didn't
do
call
this
this
to
shit,
DK?
man, you're cooked.
I don't know, bro. I can't call it. I can't call it, y'all.
The one they got him
I'ma keep
for,
it
the
real.
count
I can't
130,
call
bitch.
this one.
And the main ones.
Now, it's a whole bunch of more paperwork here. Hold on, let's see what the rest they got. They must got all his paperwork from his charge, or the whole RICO is a part of this. Yeah, here you go, right here.
Damn.
personally knows that one or more YSL associates committed the M of Donovan Thomas. Whoa.
Damn. That's the main reason all this shit going on.
Whoa. Oh, yeah. That stings, don't it?
That's crazy.
Lonnie was supposed to be taken out. Oh, yeah, that's cool then. That's the one that he wasn't taken out? He ain't agreed to that. Oh, yeah, that's cool then.
Okay, so he got taken out. Like, I don't know if he got taken out.
Yeah.
I guess they took him out, or he left.
Yeah, I'm not signing that. I don't care. Like, I'm never initialing. I'm never going to initial that. Like, ain't no we need to take it out. Nah, I'm not initialing. I just scratched it out.
Damn.
Yeah, they dirtbagged him, though, y'all. They try to line him up, y'all. To be honest. Like, it's overacts. He ain't even got no over. Like, I think all he charged with is gun possession and
racketeering.
In the RICO.
Damn.
And I don't even know when his gun possession charge is from.
30 years of probation, bitch? He might be
30, though.
That 30 years or 15 years? If it's 30 years, that nigga, man.
Yeah, man, but look, right? I'm about to dip back off. I just pulled up for that.
This shit getting tough on the streets, man.
I'm about to dip back off, man. Something pop up, I'll be back, but I was doing research.
I bet. So y'all seen some of it. Man. It's like, it's funny, man. You know, you can make the success. You can go the distance. And it all can be still taken away from you. You can be in a dark hole after you made the M&Ms, the success, help people out, donate it, and one little thing can fuck up your whole like enterprise, your whole organization. You feel me? He was trying to really shout out, give little baby the tip of the, hey, she be lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, her cover is blown now. Unless she just want back shots from the gang. I mean, she can get the back shots. But other than that, the niggas ain't finna be talking to these hoes. That's why we try to tell niggas, stop pillow talking to these hoes. These hoes don't want to see you win. They don't give a fuck about us. They don't give a fuck about our mental, what we going through, what we been through, how we going through, what's our destiny, what's that. If these motherfuckers ain't getting in pockets some money on in their pocket, they don't give a fuck. Or they getting some BBC down their back, but they gotta have some money on with it. They don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck about nothing you got going, how your life is, what you got doing. If you got kids, you don't got kids, what they gonna do without you, what the family gonna do without you, what the other people gonna do without you, all these hundreds of thousands of people gonna do without you. They don't give a fuck. They want that money on. That's a sad situation with these hoes, man. And Thugg is just trying to let people know that, hey, you know, she lied in my court case. So why wouldn't she lie in Lil Baby's? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to say, Lil Baby, Thugg, please don't fuck up and get a 40 ball. A 40 ball in prison, nigga. Nigga, we want to see your ass until you like fucking 90, bitch. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to see Thugg in jail until he 90. So, I don't know, man. This is getting tough out here. Prayers out to people, man. And we out this bitch, man. Hood, Northside, Big Crip, gang, Northside shit.
Hey, Dad, you know, dog, when we link up, dog, this shit be legendary. You know this is instrumental, you the engineer on it, so Kodak everywhere.